Today is the day I have been waiting for like 3 years now. I finally get to start building my kitchen. I'm so excited. I went with IKEA because I'm not about to build cabinets by myself, just not interested in it and can't make anything square to save my life. So these come ready to go and it's a lot easier and they're beautiful. So I'm gonna start on that. I did design my kitchen again, like 2 years ago. I used the website Fiverr to get 2 different designs, just to get an idea of what layout I could do. I have 2 windows and a door in kind of weird spots, which make it a bit difficult to have this space be a kitchen, but it makes the most sense for the layout of my house. So I had 2 designers come up with different plans and they were pretty similar. And then through that, I went on the IKEA website to design my kitchen after I had proper measurements. So when I had the 2 people design for me, I didn't have final measurements, and with the thickness of my walls being so thick, the size of my room actually shrunk a little bit, and I had to play around with that to get the IKEA kitchen to fit. But yeah, I'm really happy with the way this is gonna look. I'm gonna start building cabinets and start making this room come to life. Looking pretty good so far.
Happy?
Yeah.
All right, go for it. Excellent. Sure. I'll just put those wherever you have to.
Tori?
Yeah?
I think Home Depot's here.
Sorry?
I think Home Depot's here.
What do you need to do?
She's on the fridge.
Oh!
Maybe you could. Yeah.
All right, so the kitchen is coming along really nicely. We have almost all the boxes hung, which is great. I'm next moving on to the countertops. I got these beautiful ash butcher block countertops custom made for me, but we have to cut out the excess because it's going into the windowsill. So I decided to cut out a template out of paper first, just so that I could make sure, because I only have one shot at cutting this butcher block, and if I mess it up, I'm gonna be sad. So the template looks pretty good. I'm gonna transfer it onto the butcher block, and then I'm gonna have Forrest cut it because he's better at it than I am, and I'm worried about messing it up. So Forrest has been the one who's done a lot of behind the scenes carpentry work. He did all the strapping for me, and basically all the carpentry after the insulation went in and I started the electrical. He did a lot of the finishing touches to make sure it was ready for drywall. So he's gonna cut this up for me. Oh, and he's also been doing the window sills, framing them out because I didn't want to mess them up. So anyway, this is the next project, is the countertop on this side, and then I will be able to have my sink installed, which I'm very excited about. I have a beautiful sink that I bought 3 years ago, and I had to custom adjust it, but it's gonna be, just wait to see it. It's gonna be amazing.
First time? No trimming?
This kitchen sink has really gone through a bit of a journey. I really wanted a farmhouse sink, but a proper farmhouse sink, not one of those modern ones. I wanted an old-fashioned one with a dry rack on the side, and I found this beautiful one that was a wall-mounted one, but it didn't really fit where I wanted it in front of the window. So my neighbor kindly adjusted it for me and flattened it out, and it fits just perfectly in the window. And I could not be happier. I had it re-enameled. And now I have my new sink that I have had for 3 years. And running water! I love it so much. Look how pretty it is. It's so perfect. I decided I want to paint my kitchen, which is very exciting, but quite a bit of work. With IKEA furniture, because it has that shiny finish on it, you have to scuff, sand, prime, and then paint it, which is a lot of steps. And unfortunately, when I primed the first time, the paint dripped. The sprayer I was using requires the paint to be watered down. And when I used it to paint my spindles for my stairs, which will be in a later video, it was fine, but I think because it was raw wood, it kind of sucked the paint in, whereas with these, it's so flat and it dripped. So I've resanded them. I have a different sprayer that I'm going to use that doesn't need you to water the paint down as much, and I'm going to see how that goes. And if it's successful, then I'll paint them. If it's not successful, then I'll have to roll them. So I'm going to see how it goes, and hopefully I don't have to sand for a third time. Okay, so that priming went better than the last time, but I'm still not happy with the finish on it, so I am going to roll the paint on. It'll just give me a little bit more control and have a nicer finish in the end. So I'm gonna start that. The color is really nice. It's called Whirlybird, and it's a really soft green that I think will go nicely with the wood countertops. Before I do the final reveal, let's think back to what this kitchen looked like before. It had that really fun wooden paneling, kind of grimy. There wasn't a lot of counter space. There was no flow to the kitchen. The floors were made out of asbestos, which was such a pain to deal with. And it just was not a beautiful kitchen. But now I present to you my dream kitchen. I really couldn't be happier with how this kitchen turned out. It is so bright and beautiful, and as painful as it was to paint it, I am so happy with the color. It is just a gorgeous color, and it just brings a lot of life into the room. There are definitely a couple things that need to be fixed yet. There's some painting that needs to be done. I need to do the caulking around the sink still. Just little things here and there, but all in all, it's pretty well done, and I cannot wait to cook my first meal in this kitchen. This has been a long process, but it's just turned out so stunning. I really couldn't think of a better way to do this kitchen, and I'm really excited about it. So thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more videos coming up, and I'll see you on the next one.